first thing I want to say is, you get up this morning and the weather's miserable. You walk out to start the car and you're getting soaked. And you think, oh, how terrible this is. And even coming in here, you gotta get the umbrella out. But my thought is, what about those people who are out there all day long? And that's how miserable it was for a couple of minutes for us. I think the reason why we stand here today is because they're out there sometimes all the time in that weather. And it's tough. And I think that's the reason why we're here. So let me tell you a little bit about who we are. I'm with St. John, the 23rd Parish, which is in West Haven, Connecticut. We have two churches, St. John Vianney in St. Louis and St. Lawrence School. And it's Midnight Run. It's a ministry of our parish. And we don't do anything at midnight, and surely we don't do any running. So I want to accept this award. Really, of course, I'm the one who stands here, but we really have people who really do all the work. I'm going to point to the table over here. I have Donald and Jody. They don't have to stand. But they're the ones, they really get things done. Anytime anything happens, I just send a little message out. Hey, can you write this? And Jody, perfect thing goes out and everybody's ready and everything comes in. So I just want to thank them, and I want to thank, we have a few of our bakers sitting at the table too. So what we do is we go into one of our main things is we go into the shelters, mostly right now in the Columbus House on, the main one. El Grasso Boulevard, yes, memory is a bad name. We go in there a couple of times a month, and we get the opportunity to actually hand out these items, these toiletries, and a couple of weeks ago we did, I think, 145 coats, brand new coats. Next week or 2 weeks from now, we're doing brand new boots for all the clients, and we get to actually meet them, talk to them, spend time with them. And I remember when we first started, it was actually more than 10 years ago, but when we first started to do this, but we used to do a lot of used stuff because we didn't have the funds that we do now. And I remember the first couple of times we were able to get some new items. And I realized that what the new items do is they kind of lift the people up a little bit more. So, you give this guy a used coat and he keeps warm. You give this guy a new coat and it's his new coat. So I started to kind of aggressively try to find ways to get those new items, and which we've been able to do, which is the second part. So one of our major funders is Town Fair Tire Foundation. And unfortunately, one of the owners of Town Fair Tire, Mike Mellon, who was supposed to be here today, he had ice and snow in his driveway from where he lives, so he wasn't able to make it, but he's a good friend and a good supporter of Columbus House, and I want to make sure that we mention that, because a lot of the stuff that we do, again, even like those brand new coats and brand new boots and all the toiletries that we get, most of that funding comes from Town Fair Tire Foundation. So I wanted to make sure that I said that thank you to him, and the one who's videotaping me here, Dave Lipinoff. Whenever I need something, I get that call from Sherry, and she says something that we need, whatever it may be, and I can't find it. The first person I call is Dave Lipinoff over here from Town Fair Tire Foundation too. And he's always, you can find something no matter what. So a big thank you to you too. Again, not to go too long, but I forgot the most important thing. We already talked about politics, so let's talk about the most important thing. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about God. The reason why we're all here is because God is a God of love. And God loves every single person who's in this room, and He loves every single person who's on the street. And together we come together, and God joins us together to show us what love is, and to show us who He is. And that's why when we go to the shelter, we see who God is. And I've said it to Sherry a few times, but since we covered the politics, we could cover God. So we thank God for everything, and that's one of the reasons why we're here. And last but not least, I just want to thank my wife. I can't do anything unless if your spouse is behind you. And for 25, maybe 30 plus years, she's been behind you with everything. Are you gonna be home one day this week? So, Lisa, I thank you very much. And I thank you, Columbus House, for being there. The reason why we are so happy to be there to support you. We will continue to support you in whatever ways we can. And thank you.